Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to talk about oil as the market continues to drop lower. So even today we've seen a 4.3% drop in the market, which isn't as bad as what we're used to seeing. Obviously it's a small drop compared to what we have been seeing recently. But I'm just going to break down the market from a top-down analysis point of view, just a pure technical analysis point of view, just to kind of give you an overview of where the price is right now, where the market could react from, and where it could go to next if it did react. So essentially what's going on with oil is a multitude of things. We have the risk-off sentiment in the market with stocks dropping, which automatically kind of puts oil at the point of it's going to sell off because it reacts and typically moves lower in risk off markets. You can see here the financial crash of 2008, how badly the market performed in that period of time. Again through 2015, how bad the market performed, and now we're seeing a similar sort of pattern again. So what we're seeing really is what key areas we need to keep our eyes on are these recent lows. I say recent, the 2015 lows are something that I really think we need to keep an eye on here, because the market's either going to break it or it's going to bounce from here, and some analysts are suggesting that we could see oil prices down into around about the $10 a barrel area. Now that is a significant drop in the market, but what we're seeing at the moment is a bounce from those 2015 lows. Okay, we can see that the market's come down into this area and it's started to bounce. Now what I would expect to see if the market was to move up from here is maybe a false breakout scenario. So again, just looking at key patterns, how the market forms these key areas of support and resistance, and then usually performs some type of fake out pattern. And you can see here the last time we were here in late 2015, the start of 2016, sorry, we saw a fake out. So the market came back up, pulled back in, broke below that low, closed back within. Double bottom pattern, fake out pattern, market moves to the upside. So we can look for something similar here again. This is a weekly chart as well. So what I do expect is the market to continue to drop into this low once again. So looking at the daily time frame, there's a couple of places that I like to look for shorting opportunities. Now, for the market to get back up to this sort of area here is going to be a lot of work. You know, the market's going to have to really shift sentiment, head towards there before considering dropping any lower. What I actually think could happen here for oil is the market consolidate and then maybe form a consolidation pullback, breakthrough, and then continue to the downside. Now the reason why I'm still expecting oil short is not necessarily because a deal could be formed between Saudi Arabia and Russia. It's more to the fact that the risk off sentiment is likely to continue. It's more the production of oil is likely to increase. So if there is more supply, then the demand becomes less. Okay, so prices would naturally fall in those cases. So I'm just looking for opportunity really to consider taking those short positions on oil, but the problem is we've got this key area of support. So jumping into a 4-hour time frame, we're starting to see these sort of slow consolidation patterns before a big drop. So the start of the week, we actually saw, last week, the market just have that slow pullback, break to the downside. And what I'm really keeping an eye on is if the market's going to change any sentiment. So we have a higher high, higher high. Is the market going to just filter out and then drop down? So I'm looking for some kind of bearish pattern to form here, some kind of flag or something like that, just to look for another impulse move back down to these lows. And then it's again asking ourselves that question, are we going to bounce from here or are we going to break? Now I think we're going to see a potential breakout to the downside here, but you know, oil's been featured a lot in news lately, so we could see a short-term bounce to the upside. There's not a lot to go off on here, so if I just go back to that daily time frame, we have to really search left to see any kind of areas of support and resistance. So just kind of dropping these in there. You've got that area here, we've got this area here as well. So the market found resistance, broke through support, market found resistance here, broke through support. So these are the two areas that we could really be watching on oil for any kind of rejection. And of course you can see here 34.54 is an area where the market has found some resistance in the past. So could be another idea to watch for a double top before looking for price to drop. So hope you enjoyed this video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst, just giving you an update of WTI, and I'll speak to you soon.